Alright, so it says it started streaming. You are live. Health not good. Yeah, so OBS updated. And because of that, all my settings disappeared. I had to rebuild all this. So the intro that I usually play is gone. Everything is gone. So I've had to redo all of this, so I don't have it exactly. I don't have all my settings right. I don't have anything the way it's supposed to be, but I figured I'd press on anyway. I am going to start going live. I do go live the last Sunday of every month. I'm going to start going live later. It used to be 10 o'clock, and then we pushed it back to 6 o'clock, and now it's going to be 8 o'clock, just because it works best for me that way. And so today what I want to talk to you guys about is growing on YouTube, which I get asked, it seems like every single day, how to grow on YouTube. And I feel like I've done tons of videos on this subject. So I figured I'd go live, and that way you guys can ask me your questions. You can see if I don't explain things well, you can ask. And so the only thing that I do probably different than what you guys do is I use TubeBuddy. And so when I use TubeBuddy, you can see that I have all this extra information here. Hey, how's it going? You can see I have all this extra information on my YouTube page, on my home page here. And it shows me how many subscribers I've gotten, what my subscriber feed is, how many videos I've done. And then I can change this from subscribers to views to videos. And I can do this on anybody's channel. So TubeBuddy is up here in the corner. And this is a free download. I'll leave a link in the description box down below to TubeBuddy. And if you use that link, it helps me out, because there's a free version. It's 100% free, but it's annoying. It's really annoying to use because you're constantly clicking. And if you get the cheapest one, which is the one I have, I don't have the expensive ones. I have the absolute cheapest one, and it just gets rid of all those little annoyances. But there is discounts, so make sure that you check. If you do want to pay for it, make sure you check all the discounts. If you have under 1,000 subscribers, there's a discount. If you have multiple channels, there's a lot of different things. And yeah, so that's something that I have that you guys probably don't, which helps me. And I can go to another channel. So like I can go to like PewDiePie, biggest channel ever, and then you'll see the difference between me being blue and him being red. You can see here he's got a lot more than me. He's got over 3,000 videos. But I can go to any channel, so I can go to literally any channel, and I can pull up all this information and figure out what they're doing compared to what I'm doing. And then also, when I search for something, so if I search camping gear, what it does is it pulls up a little sidebar here on the right side where it shows search volume. So people are searching this a lot. The competition is really high, meaning that there's a lot of people that have made videos on this, and so I'm going to be competing with a lot of videos. And then searches per month, 3.18 million searches per month. And so I can go through and I can find something with a low search competition, with something that doesn't have very many videos made on it, and then I can make a video on that. So if I go camping gear for motorcycle trips, I bet you that's a... Yeah, you can see the competition's less, but the search is less. Let's go camping gear for kids. Maybe that's a... Yeah, here we go. So here it's graded too. So good, 59 out of 100. Competition's low. The search volume is decent. And so if I make this video, I know that there's a good chance that all these people that are searching for it are going to find it. I'm going to be able to rank for that video, get on the front page just by using that keyword. And then I can go here and I can see that keyword and titles is 0, keywords and description is 0, keywords and tags is 0. And so if I put camping gear for kids in my title, description, and tags, which you hear everybody talk about, I can probably rank in the first few, which is going to bring a lot more traffic to my channel. And so that's it. That's my one and only secret, I guess. It's not really that big of a secret, but I use this. And then so before I make a video, so like this is camping gear for kids, I might make this video, you might see this in the future, but I'll go camping and then I'll go outdoor gear. See, that's even better yet. And so instead of calling it camping gear, I would call it outdoor gear, because you can see that there's a lot better opportunity for outdoor gear than camping gear. Or what about hiking gear? Hiking gear is not as good. So outdoor gear. Outdoor gear for kids. Bam. So now I have a video idea. I have a title for my video. I know what I'm going to put in the description and the tags, and that's it. That's the only thing I see myself doing that you guys don't do. I make sure that I do a lot of videos that I want to do. I don't do this every time, but when I'm running out of video ideas or I don't really know what to make a video on, this is where I go. I go to just YouTube, and then I start typing in things that I find interesting or things that I would want to see. I see how big the opportunity is that I'm going to rank for those things, and then I'll either make the video or I'll find something better. And that's it. That's the only difference between what I do and probably what you do. And again, like I said, this is completely free. The only difference is instead of this popping up instantly, so all my stuff pops up instantly, you're going to have to go and you're going to have to click on this, and you're going to have to click on that, and you're going to have to click to see everything. Out of all the survival channels, which do I like? I like the Native Survival. Mitch Mitchell. It was Native Survival, then he changed it to Mitch Mitchell, and I think it's back to Native Survival now. And that's my favorite. Mitch is by far my favorite. I learned the best from him. He's a really good teacher. He explains things extremely well. Oh, right here. Native Survival. He did change it back. Yep, that is my favorite. The Wild North. Survival Russia. I like Survival Russia too. I haven't been getting... Has he been putting up new videos? I haven't been getting notified of his videos. Oh, and the bell got unrung. Yeah, I like Survival Russia. Survival Russia. The Wild North. One word. Bear Camp, yeah. I'll have to check him out too. Yeah, there's a lot of really good channels. I miss Rev Hiker. I used to learn a lot from Rev Hiker too, but he quit putting up videos. He was putting up lots of videos, but I've been watching a lot of Homemade Wanderlust and Second Chance Hiker. I've been watching a lot of hiking channels, trying to lighten things up in my pack. It's a fine line between carrying what you want and what you might need compared to what you actually need to have. It's kind of fun deciphering the two. Yeah, yeah. I used to hang out with Indians in up north, and yeah, it's fun. Just I should see just listening to the stories because the thing that I wish that I was better at and that a lot of people were better at is a lot of times when you listen to Native Americans, they have stories that go back years and years and years and years and years. You know, all these stories that have been passed down, and I don't have access to that. I don't know anybody that has like great 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 grandfather stories that have just been passed down, and it's so cool listening to how things used to be way back then. He's a trapper. Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, trapping. That's one of those things where it takes time, patience. I don't always have the most patience. A lot of people comment on my videos too about how they never see me fishing, and I just having the time to just sit there and fish. Like I know a lot of people think it's relaxing, but I got to be moving. I don't like sitting there and fishing. Caroline likes fishing though. Caroline likes fishing a lot, so she's usually the one that pulls me out and gets me out there. Once you start catching the fish, then it's fun, but it's sitting and waiting that I get bored too fast. Um, yeah, yeah, we plan on doing a lot more fishing. I like eating them too. Fish is one of my favorite. Fried fish is one of my favorites. You know, yeah, there's a lot of really neat things out there that I still would love to learn. I want to get better at like primitive trapping too. Creek fishing. Yeah. I had a buddy that lived. He had like this little stream, and it was literally only like this wide. Like you could stand over it. You could have a leg on each side, and fish would come through. Sucker fish would come through, and you could catch them with your hands. And we did that for a while. I don't know how he cooked them, but he cooked them, and they were decent. Yeah, it's fun just catching them with your hands. Yeah, and then yeah, fishing on the river. That was fun too. The When you're fishing on the river though, you can kind of see what's going on. It's not like in the lake, because in the lake it's so deep, you have no idea what's going on underneath there, and so you're literally just waiting, you know. Or when you're on the river and you can see the fish around because it's not as deep. I like that too, I guess. It's just most people around here they like to jump in a boat and go fishing from the boat, and yeah, I get bored, especially in the boat because you can't just. Well, depending on the boat, most of the people that I know that would take me fishing just have small boats, so you can't really get up and walk around or maneuver much around. Whitefish. See, I like panfish. I like bass and crappie and sunnies and perch and yeah, I like the panfish. I'm not the best at cleaning them either. That's one thing that I wish I was good at. There's a lot of things that I wish I was good at, especially when it comes to trapping and fishing. Lots of bones, yeah. The a lot of people, well, a lot of the people that I know anyway, they like a northern and uh, muskies and walleye, and there's so many bones in walleye. I don't like cleaning any of them. There's just tons of bones. I don't know. It's one of those things that takes practice, and you can't. Well, in my experience, yeah. See, I'm in Minnesota, so there's lots of perch and pike and. But for me, like I have to learn how to fish first. I have to learn how to get really good at fishing before I can get really good at cleaning fish. And so it's a process that it's I can't just clean a bunch of fish. I have to catch them first. And so I don't know. I would like to get good at cleaning fish and then just have somebody else catch them. Like if Caroline caught all the fish and then I could clean them, I would like that better because then I'm doing something. I'm physically moving. The MEP spinner. Yeah. Spinners. I don't have a lot of tackle either. I'm just it's one of those things that I'm not I see it all the time. I see it's not just me, but like people go fishing, and then they start getting good at it, and then all of a sudden like colors start mattering and types of tackle matters and the size and the shape and and then all of a sudden they go from uh just throwing whatever out there to having his tackle box. And my older brother is one of those people where he's got, what are you fishing for? Oh, you need this with this and this and this. And it's, I don't know, it gets confusing and complicated real quick. Worms, yep, that's what I like. Dig them out of the backyard. Oh, corn works too, I guess. Just buy a can of corn, cast it out there. That's my kind of fishing. When you start complicating it and everything, and I'm already bored, I I can't comprehend what's going on. I rather just put a worm on or a minnows. I like to buy minnows too. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll hook a minnow in. Uh, I like that too. Yeah, yeah, it's one of those things that takes time. It takes a lot of time to learn. Hey, how's it going? Well, lots of time. It seems like every time I learn something, there's something else that I'm not good at. And then I got to learn that. Then as soon as I learn that, then I'm rusty on the thing that I knew before, and there's another thing that I want to learn. So I'm always behind, it seems. Yeah, I always behind. We cleaning out the garage. I'm going through all my tools, and there's so many tools that I have that I bought for one thing, and I plan to use them more and learn. Like I enjoyed using them. Like I have a compression tester. I went to school for small engines, and so I have a compression tester that I used to use all the time, and then I forgot about it, and now I don't remember how to use it, and it's something that you got to get back into. Storms, yeah, we've had so many storms. Everything is flooding around here. There are places that have never had pooled water that are flooded. They're super pools. There's stuff everywhere. Alberta, Canada. How's it going? I live in Minnesota, which people say is close enough to Canada. It's pretty much the same, except our accent's way different, I guess. People, don't you know? Oh yeah, from Minnesota. Yeah, yeah. Canada. I want to go visit Canada someday. No different. Yeah. Yep. Well, everybody makes fun of Minnesota accents. And then even the other states, like we call, like my Mountain Dew is a pop, and everywhere else it's soda. And we always, it's pop. And so anytime you go anywhere and you want a pop, nobody knows what you're talking about. Yeah. It's that Minnesota nice and Canada nice. Nice people have the same accent, I guess. It's the accent that makes us nice. Oh, but no, I had good old Minnesota. Yeah, and then another thing is Canadian winters, the same as Minnesota winters, and everybody. How do you live through that? -50. You just wake up and go to work and do what you have to do. It's not. It's not like it's a tundra. It's just the weather. Same as when you live in Texas and it's over 100 degrees. You get through it. But no, our winters are the best. All around nice. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We get 100 degrees in the summer too, though. Minnesota weather. Dual survival? I did once upon a time. I liked when it was Cody and Dave, and then I liked Cody still, and then I liked Matt Graham. But then I don't know. It kind of, it kind of got weird. Cody Lundeen, I got his book, the Chance in Hell book. Sorry, I'm itching all over the place. I mowed everywhere today. So you know how when you mow, you get all itchy. But yeah, Cody Lundeen, Matt Graham, Dave Canterbury. I like Dave Canterbury too. Big fan. But yeah, Cody, his book, it's super good. The thing with Cody's book is the first, like almost half of it, if I remember, it's all like psychology. Like it's not even like the art of surviving, it's how to think right, how to get your mind right on a day-to-day basis. And I really, yeah, the bees. God, no, don't get me started on bees. Caroline wants to get she wants to have bees in our yard. I was like, no. Yeah, you have a great night. I will see you on the next one. I hope you have a good dinner. It's Caroline's birthday today, so we had a steak dinner. Nice little celebration. Yeah, but she wants to be a beekeeper. I'm like, there's no way I want, because we live in town. Like we're in the middle of, well, the town I live in is only 680 people, but it's still in the middle of it. Have all those bees. Yep, not a fan. I like Alone a lot. The new season, June 6th. Can't wait. They're in the Arctic. I haven't watched the full trailers. I kind of like to just watch it. The trailers seem to sometimes, well, I guess in the first couple, the trailers show all the big highlights, and then you just kind of end up waiting for them. Yeah, Alaska. That's going to be a good one. I'm excited to see how it differs from the other ones, because all the other ones, they're always are worried about the cold. I like all of them. The first season, Mitch Mitchell was on it. Yeah, I want to go to Alaska real bad. It's like that's on my bucket list. But the first season, Mitch Mitchell and Joe Robinette and Wayne from Cold Craven Bushcraft. There was 3 YouTubers that I was watching that were on that show the first season. I thought that was pretty cool. And then Larry Roberts is from Minnesota. He's a really good dude. So it was fun to watch him. And then I watched Brooke Whipple. And then Dave Whipple started a channel after Alone. I like Dave a lot too, Dave Whipple. Yeah, Brooke. She was on 2 of them. Her and Dave were on the one, and then I don't remember which season's which. But yeah, her and Dave did really well. And then when she was by herself, she did really well. She just couldn't handle the green. I see that's the part. If I was ever on the show alone, I don't plan on ever being on the show. Like, I don't want to be on the show. But if I was, instead of counting up like every single person does, I would count backwards from 100. And on my 100th day, I would go home. Because if I can make it 100 days, I broke the record. I did probably everything you can do. And so yeah, I would start at 100 and work my way backwards. And then that way you have a goal, you have a mission, you have a, you know, Les Stroud, you know. Hey, MD. But yeah, that's how, if I was ever to be on alone, I would count down from 100. I would stay 100 days and then go home. It wouldn't matter if I was still doing well or not. I'm going home. And then yeah, like I said, and then it would just he's lying. You can tell because he spelled my name wrong. But yeah, just having that mindset of, you know, you're not going to be out there for a year. You're going to be out there for 100 days, and then you're going to go home. Just over 3 months. And I think just the psychology of it would be huge. Well, because that seems to be what makes everybody tap out is they get inside their head. They're like, I don't know how much more of this I could take. Where if you had 30 days left, 40 days left, you know, I can do that. You know, I just made it 40 days. I can go another 40, you know. Oh yeah. Here, I'll type my name for you so you can. That's my name. Every, everybody wants posters, huh? Maybe I'll start making posters. Yeah. But no. Yeah, Alone starts June 6th. Can't wait. I watch it on Amazon Prime. I gotta order it. It's a customized me. Nice. It's probably bigger in a lot of different areas than I am. But yeah, I get Alone on Amazon Prime, and so I have you can rent them or buy them, and I always buy them so then I can go back and I can watch them because a lot of times I'll watch it and you're expecting things from the trailer or whatever, and so then you watch it, and then when you watch it again, you notice like the how the structures are made. You know, like Larry, I watched the whole season, and then I watched it again, and I noticed different things about his shelter, like how the way his bed was made and stuff. So I like watching them multiple times. Whoops. Whoops. I accidentally hid your comment. What do you watch it free on? You watch it free on your phone? Bears are a big friend. Yeah. The thing. Yeah, Alone is my favorite show too. The thing with bear, like here in Minnesota, I don't care about bears because we only have black bear, and they're usually gone before you can even do anything about it. But up there where there's those grizzlies, that's a little bit scarier. I don't know how I can handle black bears. I don't know how to handle grizzly bears. I'm writing that down. My tactical pen. I got a couple of them. I got a charade tactical pen. And this one I got from Battle Box. Hairy naked guys. Yeah, see, I don't mind black bear at all. I've seen the side of a black bear one time, I think once or twice, and I've seen the butt of a black bear probably 10 times. New Jersey. I don't know how you can live in New Jersey. Yeah, we have an elk farm just down the road from where we live. They probably have 20 elk. Washington State, yep. Yeah. See, that's the a lot of the camps and stuff. They complain about bear and eating the food, and a lot of people think that it's like us leaving our food out, but it's usually dog food. They're usually coming after dog food, and people don't. When you say they're coming for food, people don't associate dog food as food, and so they're usually coming for kibble. Yeah, I see. The town I live in is only 680 people, and it's too big for me. I want to move further away. I don't like living in this town, let alone something as big as New Jersey. Yeah, they'll eat anything that smells good. Anything that smells like it could possibly be edible, they love it. Yeah, yeah, they come back. They always come as soon as they get just a little bit. They'll always come back. Mothballs? Everything hates mothballs. I hate mothballs. It's a good way to keep me away. Now you're just doing it on purpose. Caroline's at work. She yeah, her rotation is all screwed up. I will let her know. Definitely. She'll be excited that you actually came on live. But yeah, no, she works all the time. She's always at work. No, she works overnights, and she was working. What was she working? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, overnight. So 4 days. And then they switched her to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So now she works the whole weekend. And when they switched her, they didn't give her a break in between. And so she's got 8 day stretch. 10 to 7. She's scheduled 8 to 8. And so that's what she's scheduled, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So she puts in 4 12s, and then, but she never ever gets out on time, ever. She usually puts in 14 to 15 hour days, and she's salary, so there's no overtime or benefit to staying late, other than she's not screwed the next day. That's perfect. I think I think if you could work like 3 to 4 hours a day every day, it would be way better than working 8 to 10 hours 5 days a week. Yeah, she's a assistant manager at a general store. It's not a general store. It's the biggest general store on the planet. Yeah, yeah. Working part time is fun, but because a lot of people they always need time off. Like I need time off. Caroline needs time off. Everybody always needs time off. And I think if we could just shorten the days so that we weren't busting our butts for 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day and just kept it to 3 to 4, I think you wouldn't need so much time off. You know, I worked night shift for 6 years. It's the second real job I ever had. Cleaning up after tourists. That's a horrible job. Alexandria, where I grew up, it's a big tourist town, and oh, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I worked night shift for 6 years, and it was you don't even realize you do it, and you just do it, it's not a big deal. But then once you stop doing it, that's when you realize they're like, whoa, it's really hard on me. You know, see the traffic and everything. Yeah, it does. It does, and you don't even realize it when you're in the middle of it. When you're in the middle of the night shift, you just get used to it, and it's just a part of life. You're just always tired, and that's just how you are. And then, yeah, and then once you get off night shift, and then all of a sudden you start having energy, and you start, sleeping normal. You realize how hard you actually worked. That was a perfect job. See, swing shifts, I couldn't do swing shifts. That's the one thing where I don't think I could do it. I don't. I like having a schedule. I like being able to map out and schedule everything. And if my shift changed and I had to sleep when I was away, I don't know. I don't like that. I'm not a swing shift kind of guy. Yeah. See, I used to have a job where you had to work 40 hours. And they didn't care how you got the 40 hours, but you had to have 40 hours. And so some weeks, you would work 4 10s or you would work 5 8s. Uh, but yeah, it takes a toll on you too. You end up taking less days off because if you need the extra day for the weekend, you just put in 4 10s. But you forget and you get lazy and you end up using your PTO anyway. Yeah, you just live tired. You never get to catch up on sleep. Yeah, again it's a worse swing shift. Sliding shift? Nope. Might as well not even call me back. Nope, it'll kill you. That's what I want to do. I just want to invent my own job. I can just do whatever, make money. Nope, sleep. You can never ever catch up on sleep. Never ever. Everybody tries to. Everybody says they will. Everybody thinks they will. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Yeah. No, I worked a lot of different jobs, and then I had a job where I had to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I worked 5 a.m. to 2:30. I That was actually a good job. It's nice getting off early, but it sucks waking up early. It's it's like a double-edged sword. Like you waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning was a nightmare, but getting off at 2:30 was awesome. So you never knew whether you liked it or loved it. Retired shift? That's where I would. That's the kind of work I want to put in. The retired life. I got a long, 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 long ways to go before I get to even think about something like that. I'm pretty sure you were one of my very first subscribers, MD. Yep. I was. I think when you subscribed, I was under 100. Did you come? You came with Dark Matter and Cab 7 when they were doing their thing. V Guide. I'll have to look into that. Military retirement, that's going to be nice. You're going to be living the good life. Living the good life after that. Yeah, that's crazy. That means 20 years. You've been doing it for. You're 11 months away from 20. Oh, right there, 19 years in. Yeah. That's got to be like the best feeling ever. Yep. Retiring. I got a long ways to go before I can think of that. You wake up at 3:30, or you must go to bed super early. Waking up at 3:30, you must go to bed at like noon. Yeah, they always try to get you one more time. I had a buddy. He uh he went to Iraq right in the very beginning, and he was stationed for a year, and he was home for like 2 weeks, and they sent him back for another year. So he literally got a 2 week break between his 2 year stays. Um, you know, I hardly ever need an alarm either. You just get used to life. Same with Caroline. She works night shift and she doesn't. I usually wake her up and she's usually up before I even get upstairs to talk to her. 1,200 days in the desert. That's crazy. Being in the desert would, I don't know. I like where I live. Not a big desert fan. Yeah, yeah. I put it in all that time. 11 months. I don't. The 11 months from now, you're gonna be the happiest I think I've ever seen you. Buying land. Both. They go hand in hand with MD. Can't have happiness without the other. Yeah, think of all that time you're gonna have. None, because you're gonna buy land. You're gonna be out messing with that forever. How's it going? No. You're gonna buy land in the desert because you miss it so much. 1,200 days in the desert. Put that on a loan. Yeah, busy, busy. So here's something that I've been working on for the past forever. So me and Caroline bought this house in 2015, middle of winter. So we took everything because she had her stuff and I had my stuff, and so we took it all and we put it in the garage, and then we brought in what we needed when we needed it, and so a lot of the stuff came in, a lot of the stuff didn't, and the stuff that didn't is still sitting out there. it's, it's taking up our whole garage. And so it's just a bunch of junk in the garage. We can't park in it. We barely got room for anything because we got junk scattered everywhere. And we our deep freeze is in there. My tool chest is in there, and there's things in there, and so we got little pathways to them. But yeah, we've been cleaning out the garage. Yeah, the Great Purge. That's what I've been working on. And a lot of this stuff, like I had a couple TVs and she had a couple TVs, but we only used the one TV that we bought new. So what do you do with the other TVs? Can't just throw them away. Sounds perfect, but I'm gonna use your land then. You won't have to film very far because I'll be on your land. Yeah, the yeah, it's a pain in the butt. 55-inch curved 4K. Yeah, we don't have anything that big. We hardly ever watch TV. Like hardly ever. Every I don't know. Every couple of weeks we'll sit down and we'll watch a movie, and then like Alone we'll watch Alone. Uh, Caroline has some shows that she likes to watch. I try not to watch TV. It just kind of sits there. My son watches it the most. Well, he'll watch Bill Nye the Science Guy or uh, this what's it called with all the animals or Wildcrats or something like that. So it's about animals. He loves animals. The wedding, I haven't. Caroline gave me a list of stuff that I have to accomplish before I'm allowed to spend money on a wedding ring. And number one is I have to buy her a house. Number two, we all have to have new vehicles. Number three is we have to have a hot tub. Four, we have to have a functioning garden. And then after we have all the money invested into all that stuff, then I can buy a ring. Yeah, she would kill me if I wasted money on a ring before she got all the stuff she wanted. Seattle, rainy city. I quit watch TV. Yeah, see, I just don't watch it. I watch a lot of YouTube. I like to learn, and so it's easier for me to just learn on YouTube and feel like I'm doing something productive knowing that I'm not, but it feels like I'm doing something productive because I'm learning. Bill Nye, I like Bill Nye. Never got into X Files. I never get into anything that's like I don't watch. I've never seen Game of Thrones. I've never seen X Files. Never watched Star Trek. Like all the stuff that everybody Walking Dead. I watched a little bit of Walking Dead, but then once it got like super famous, I quit watching it. I never get into uh the murder shows too, the NCIS or whatever. I've never seen any of those. I don't get into them. Yes, the hot tub's on the list. We had to make sure that there was a spot before we bought this house. We had to make sure that there was a spot where we could put a hot tub. Bye. Hope you have a great night. Yeah, I've never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I don't get into all those. When I was real little, when I was real little, I used to watch MASH with my dad. But I don't really get into any. And then I guess I have I buy Family Guy and The Big Bang Theory. I have those on DVD, and I watch the DVD versions of those. Dora the Explorer. Yeah, I never really thought about it like that. All that time in the woods eating those magic mushrooms probably messed her up. Yeah. Yeah, we used to watch that all the time. And I was little, like real little. I don't remember much about MASH, but that's the only show that I really watched that had multiple seasons or series or whatever. Have a great night. Yeah, I never even heard of that. I don't know. I listen to a little bit of music, but I don't listen to a lot of music either. I like my silence. I'm one of those guys that just likes to the quieter the better. Yeah, he's 6. Maybe you haven't been on the channel for as long as you thought. Come on. Come on, thing. Right here. This is him when he was 4. Yep. That's him. I just realized I was on the wrong screen. This is him. He's got one video. Fix and wax. Yeah, I like the quiet. I like peace, quiet. Yeah, that video. He so he comes to me one day. He's 4 years old. He's just a 4-year-old kid, just doing what 4-year-olds do. And then he asked me if he could make a YouTube video. And so I figured I'd put the camera up, I would record it, he would goof off and be weird and it'd be funny, you know. And yeah, I asked him what he wanted to make a video about. And because I had a camping channel, he wanted to show his camping toys. Like you saw, like he has like a little Swiss Army knife and a camping stove and like actual like camping related toys that he plays camp. And he wanted to show those. So I was like, okay. And then he took it like super serious. Like he showed all his camp toys, and then he showed the toys that he actually likes to bring camping with him. And he took it very, very seriously. So I had to upload it because we went through the whole process of making a YouTube video. But yeah, I couldn't believe that he actually, yeah, he cared a lot. Yep. Yeah, he's 6 now. He's almost 7. He'll be 7 in August. Yeah, yeah. Because I don't plan to have him on YouTube, When he gets older, if he wants to, I might put him on there, but I try to keep him off as much as possible. He lives with his mom. I don't have him all the time. Yeah, he loves camping. He's super into camping. Gonna have a little, yeah, yeah, maybe. Little, he yeah, I don't know. He likes YouTube. He watches a lot, but he's into Minecraft now. Now that he's older, he likes Minecraft. Hayden. So yeah, he's a cool kid. He's very well behaved, so he's super easy to hang out with, and he likes to help, which is the best. Cause like I was mowing, and he picked up all the sticks, and whenever I'm doing anything, what can I do to help? And he loves helping, and he always wants to do more. So cleaning out the garage and stuff, I always got somebody to help me. Yeah, he's a cool kid. I like him. I get him every weekend. Well, every Wednesday night, and then every weekend. Nope. Yeah, that's my kid. He's in kindergarten. He's almost done kindergarten. June 6th is his last day at kindergarten, and it's the day alone starts. It's gonna be a great day for everybody. You know, he likes fixing stuff too. It's probably his favorite thing. He likes to. Anytime there's something wrong with the house, I always gotta like save it for the weekend so that he can watch me fix it, or he can help me fix it. Which is a pain in the butt sometimes, but it's worth it because then he gets to learn how to do different things. Time's at 9:18. My hour's up. Yeah, I like Alone. I like Alone a lot. It's probably my favorite show of all times. It's it's a great show. I like how it's practical. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I don't know. They're actually surviving, and they're actually trying their best. I feel like a lot of other shows you can kind of just like pick a strategy, because like Naked and Afraid, like they starve for 21 days. They just eat minimum. They do like, if you can just embrace the suck, you can make it. Where Alone, I feel like they actually try and give their best. Yeah, but they get a lot more than 10 items too. They have a full first aid kit, and they have extra tarps, and they have extra this and that. Yeah, lost his fair. Yeah, he's got 1 million subscribers now. He's the biggest outdoor channel. Yeah, that was Joe Robinette. Lost his fair. He only was out there for like 3 days, 2 nights. Yep. There's a lot of people that go out there just to tap out. It feels like, but the ones that do stay, they give it 110. The last season with Sam and Britt, I didn't know if they were ever gonna go home. Yeah, Sam did really well. He did really well in the first season because he was on the first season, and he did super good. Because what didn't he lose to Alan? And Alan, he just slept the whole time. He was just on a huge vacation. Yep. Yeah, and he did really, and he's younger too. He's just a kid out there. That's another thing. You watch it and you see what you see, and then you watch it again. His shelter sucked. Like his one tarp was flapping in the wind constantly. Uh, it would have been annoying just being in there for him to just tough it out. Yeah, he did. He literally toughed it out. Like yeah, that tarp banging all day and all night, and then being wet and cold all the time. Like he just wouldn't give up. Uh, a lot of the other people, they're like starving or they can't find food or they have something that's just blocking them. And Sam had in the first season, he had a bunch of stuff he could have been complaining about, and he just never did. He just kept keeping on, and yeah, I like Sam. I'm glad he won the last one. Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, howling at the wolves. Yeah, that's another thing. Good night. I'll see ya. I'm about to get off too. I gotta go. My hour is up. I was live for an hour, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with Cody Lundine's book too. It's all in your head. The whole most of the first part of that book, it's all the psychology and getting your mind right and getting you thinking about things in a different way, so that you know when bad things happen, you can see the silver lining and you can find the positive, and you just get in the habit of always being positive. Yeah, you have a good one. I'm gonna be going too. Yeah, yeah, that's how it goes though. The other thing too is you have to preserve all that. You have to find a way to preserve with all of it without it going bad. And so that's why I always wonder, because they always talk about like taking a deer or some kind of big game. And you take a deer, that's a lot of meat that you can't refrigerate. You can't, like, you're going to smoke 100 pounds of venison. Like, I don't know. Because I don't know. Like, for me, if I was in a situation, I would focus more on like rabbits and squirrels and single meals than large quantities. Yeah, but even processing it out to get it thin enough so that it can dry out completely. That's a job. Dragging it out of the woods. Even when you're healthy, even when you're not challenged and you have everything you need, pulling them things out. You get a deer and you have to haul that thing out. A lot of people use four wheelers and stuff to throw that thing on your back and bring it back to camp and then process it and skin it all without being able to hang it. Like you don't even have the ability to do what you need to do in normal life. It'd be a pain unless you could find like just like a small deer maybe. But I wouldn't want anything too big because you're gonna burn more calories processing it than yeah. But hard work with no calories in you isn't good for you. I don't know. You'd have to get one early. Get one early and then live off it for a while. But when you're 30, 40 days in, I don't know. Be cool to see. Yeah, it will be tough. It'll be real tough. Yeah, I don't know. I've thrown a deer on my shoulders. I wouldn't want to do it without breakfast. But I suppose I'm gonna get out of here. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I go live the last Sunday of every month. It's probably gonna be later. Fishes is the way to go. Smaller meals. Squirrels, rabbits, fish, raccoons, possums, smaller stuff. I think 1 or 2 meals. Just making them last, ration them out. I think that's the way to go. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys on the next one.